So, do you remember last week we talked about this? This is from Kotaku, right? Saying that how hopefully in the future there's a utopia where we can skip boss battles entirely because they suck so much they can't get good. So they just want to skip the boss fights, and they did it with South of Midnight, right? But we do have another article that comes to us from The Gamer. My dumbass face is blocking, but it says games like Bloodborne should be nicer when you die. So the game should be nice is because you suck, can't get good, and suck big massive cock. So oh man, this game is so mean to me. Oh, what do I do? You died? Oh my god. Right? And it basically wants like a pat on the back. At least you tried. It's like, remember like David Jaffe couldn't even get through like Metroid Prime or whatever. I forgot what game he's playing. And a bunch of other losers saying that Cuphead is too hard. Why isn't there a difficulty slider for these Soulsborne games? Like, dude, shut up. Shut up, man. Holy crap. Has this happened to you? You're slowly making your way through Bloodborne's Forbidden Woods, carefully rolling to take out the sniper who loves to shoot you from the other side of the bridge, slicing your saw cleaver through his guts, then cautiously moving on. You softly step out along the forest trail, only to hear a mechanical clank as a spike log falls loose and swings down from the trees into your hunter. It kills you instantly. As you lie there dying, your echoes pulling on the cobblestone, you see two words appear on the screen in red: you died. How about you get better? How about you stop being a bitch and get better? All right. Bloodborne is notorious for being hard. Imagine if you were playing Sekiro, which I still need to play, right? So I think I have like two or three major bosses in Bloodborne before I beat it. I still need to go back. I stopped playing that game for like, I haven't played that game in such a long time, but I've got all the way to the fucking I think it was like the babysitter or that freaking giant the fucking witch thing with the scythe, the scythe that's basically helicopter scythe. Forgot what was it called. Freaking a weird like nanny or some shit like that. Babysitter. There's a crying baby in the back, and that bitch goes invisible and shit. I basically stopped there, but I got pretty far into the game. I think that I'm pretty close to beating the game. But how about you just get? Now here's the thing. I didn't bring in people with DLC. I didn't bring in like a mimic tier or anything like that to fight with me, like I did in Elden Ring. This game, I just went through it by myself. I didn't really upgrade my weapons or my stats. I still have a lot of like souls and like other stuff, or I guess you would say in this game it would become considered different, right? The echoes. But I digress. It doesn't. Just get fucking better. Stop being a fucking bitch. All right. In the ever-raging debate about whether FromSoftware games are too difficult or whether they should have an easy mode, more important question is being overlooked. Namely, should these games hurt my feelings? Yes. If it's hurting your feelings, yes. Is it saying you suck? I think it should. I 100% think it should, but it isn't. So how about you just fucking grow a pair? Who the fuck is writing that? Andrew King. Sounds like a bitch. All right? You died, and that's okay. I thought about this a lot last year when I played through Silent Hill 2. I tackled Bloober's Team's remake in one of the two ways you are legally required to play it, early enough in the morning that it was still dark outside. Those bleary-eyed sessions led me to die more than I probably would have if I was properly caffeinated. Why don't you drink some coffee, you dumb bitch? Which means Silent Hills 2 You Died screen is blurred into my brain. I tried to keep James's stocked up on his special juice and dirty needles, but it wasn't always easy to find healing items in the game's hellacious apartments and apocalyptic streets. The puker be puking, the grabber be grabbing, and James has got to run. I think that these games are not for pussies. They're not for babies. And if you want to play a game that's easy, go and play. Go ahead and play Pong. go ahead and play. I was about to say Super Mario Brothers, but I think even Super Mario Brothers might be too hard. Why don't you just go ahead and play Animal Crossing? All right? Just play Animal Crossing. You'll be fine. When you get to a particularly tricky part of any game, you get well acquainted with the game over screen. You know it's coming, and it's usually accompanied by an ominous sound effect to really drive home your failure. When you're taking on a FromSoft boss over and over, you get used to hammering on the X button, trying to push through this acknowledgement of your failure and getting back to the game as soon as possible to do a whole humiliating ritual all over again. How about you do this? You farm the enemies over and over again, get enough souls, get enough echoes, get enough whatever you want, you know, if you're playing Elden Ring, right? Get however much you need and level yourself up. That's it. You're using the fucking saw cleaver, level up strength, right? If you need more vit, level up vit. If you need more, like, just what are you doing? Just stop being a fucking pussy. And this is where we're at in this point in time, where a lot of people, especially my age, especially my generation, the millennials, have gotten so fucking soft, right? We became such pussies, right? But the thing is, I was able to beat Bloodborne, and I almost beat Bloodborne, but I was able to beat Elden Ring, and I was able to beat Elden Ring DLC. But yeah, the game was hard, but that's a part of the fun of it, the adventure of the game, right? It's same thing like playing Sifu. Like, you're not meant to just freaking bum rush, you know, unga bunga your way through the fucking game and beat it. You're supposed to learn the enemy's moveset. You know when to iframe, you know when to dodge, you know when to jump, and especially if you're fighting Rilana, you get to learn all the mechanics of the game. You get to be better, right? Same thing with people who speed run games. They know, they play the game so much, they know exactly what to do, even at a very, very hard game. Hearing people play Dark Souls 1, what's it called again? No hit run. It's like, what the hell? How did those guys get to do that? It's because they played the shit out of the game, and they know the mechanics. They know exactly what to do. They know what builds are broken. They know the shortcuts. Now, how about you stop being a little bitch and play a little bit more? And if you can't beat the boss, level up. That's what you're supposed to do. It's about grinding. Just don't be gay, right? Unfortunately, the truth is that from software games aren't actually being mean. Well, the log trap is mean. Do you know what's mean? When I was playing Bloodborne. No, was it Bloodborne? No, it was Dark Souls 3. And the chat, everyone knew that there was a mimic. And they said, go open that box. You get a really good item. All right. And during this time, I had like a decent amount of souls, right? I haven't really died yet. And then I got killed. My first death was to a mimic. And I thought that shit was fucking fun. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. I traversed back to the mimic, killed the fucking mimic, and got back my souls. Can't you just go back and just get your fucking echoes from that fucking log where you died? Stop being a fucking bitch. It's that easy, all right? Saying you died isn't unkind per se. It's just truthful and blunt. It kind of reminds me of playing a tough game with an annoying friend on the couch next to you. You're dying a lot. Yeah, thanks for your input, Anthony. Anybody who wants to be confronted with their failures, nobody wants to be confronted with the failures. So when the game mocks us, or even just plainly states a fact of our performance, it can be difficult to hear. Okay, being Asian, okay, this guy's clearly white, okay? Clearly white. I'm clearly yellow skin. I could be jaundice. I could have jaundice, but I grew up Asian, knowing that I will always be a disappointment to my family. I'll always be a failure. You are a failure to my family. So growing up that way, it sort of, I guess, set me up for success in my life, right? Knowing that I will always fail, and whenever I do succeed, it's weird. I guess you wouldn't say set me up for success. It's more like set me up for, you know, not being a pussy. And, you know, you should always, you know, when guys, if you guys have parents or anything like that, if you guys have parents, if you guys are parents, you got to make sure, especially people who are parents, you got to make sure when your kid loses, you make fun of them. You know, if they start crying, then that's a little different, right? But you got to make fun of them just a little bit, poke fun at them, laugh at them. And you get clear, this guy was extremely coddled. He looks like this guy right over here, right? This is literally Andrew King right over here, right? It's fine to play on easy. No, it's not. You should play how the developers wanted you to play. You should play how the game is designed to be played. And if you're a pussy, and if you're a punk ass bitch that you suck so much dick that you can't even beat the log and go back and get your echoes, just get good. It's okay. It's just get better. It's okay. Just grind through the game. All right. I know maybe you are a game journalist or a game reviewer. That's a part of your job. You should do your job, get better at your job, and be better. Get better items, get better gear. All right. It's okay. It's okay if you suck, but it's not okay to bitch online. For me, I bitch online all the time, right? But for a game journalist to be writing this is actually hilarious.